guys, it's Brooke with SupertutorTV, and welcome today to Celebrity Grammar, where you learn better grammar from the tweets of celebrities. Before we get too far into our video, I want to just encourage all of you to subscribe to our channel right now. Just click the subscribe button below this video. That's what helps keep us alive, and we really appreciate it. Today, we are going to be talking about Ariana Grande and pronoun case. So let's get into it. We're going to take a look at Ariana's tweet. She says, "Thank you at GMA for letting my babes and I celebrate this morning. Love you so much. Thank you. Hashtag dangerous woman out now." Okay, time's up. Let's first talk about what pronoun case means, okay? Pronoun case is the idea that when we use pronouns, and let's just talk about pronouns really quickly. We talked about them the other week, we can talk about them this week. They're those little words, right? That refer to another word. So like he, she, it, her, him, them. Those are our pronouns. When it comes to pronoun case, what that means is which form of the pronoun do you choose? And the deal is there's two cases of pronouns, okay? And what I mean by case is you can have she, right? And you can have her. And she and her both refer to a female, right? And they're both singular, but we use she when we're talking about subjects, right? And we use her when we're talking about objects in a sentence, right? I wouldn't say her went to the store, I would say she went to the store. So pronoun case is all about choosing between whether something should be a pronoun subject or a pronoun object. Got it? So here's an example of a pronoun case error. Ariana doesn't want you to give I a donut. So very clearly this is wrong, and I'm sure you can all hear it's wrong because when you give something to someone, that someone becomes what we call an indirect object, right? Whether it's a direct object or an indirect object or the object of a preposition, it doesn't matter. If something's in the object position, it's got to be in the object case. And for this particular situation, the object case is me, not I, right? I is a subject, me is an object. So what we actually need to say is Ariana doesn't want you to give me a donut. Got it? But here's the deal. This becomes a little bit more confusing when we have more words going on here. So here you can look at this very subtly different sentence. Ariana doesn't want you to give the girls and I a donut. That doesn't sound as bad, does it? And here's why. The girls and comes before the I, and suddenly when you're looking at the girls and, it doesn't sound so bad. But check it out. If I cut out the girls and, Ariana doesn't want you to give I a donut, that sounds pretty darn wrong. Yeah? And so one of the best tips that I have for when you're trying to see if a pronoun is in the right case is if you've got something else in front of it with an and, is cover that up with your finger and check it and see if it sounds right. And if it doesn't, you probably made a mistake, okay? So to correct this, we're going to say, Ariana doesn't want you to give the girls and me a donut, even though that might sound weird to you. Maybe it doesn't, maybe it sounds right to you. Again, if you cut this out, Ariana doesn't want you to give me a donut. We can see that that's totally right. So before we take a look at Ariana's tweet, I want to talk about why I think people make this mistake. One of the reasons that we make the mistake, in particular between I and me, is the fact that there's this other rule at play that's confusing people. And that other rule at play is that generally we don't like to lead out with first person pronouns. We don't like to lead out when we have a group of two with that pronoun first. So it's inevitable that that pronoun gets buried over here on the right, okay? So everybody's always taught you to put the I second and say and I. So I think somehow a lot of us have gotten in our heads that and I, as long as the I is second, that we're correct. But that's only half the rule because I is still a subject. And whether it's first or second is like a whole other piece of the puzzle. Ariana and me can be right too. So you can also have a me second. It's not just an I. And the best way to figure it out is cover up this part and see if it should have been I or me if it were alone, okay? So now let's look at the tweet. "Thank you at GMA for letting my babes and I." You see it now? Ah. So here we have this my babes and I. There's our I. You see how the I comes second? Let's cross this off. "Thank you at GMA for letting I celebrate this morning." It's pretty clear now, right? This is not working. So let's see what we can do to fix it. So instead of letting my babes and I, we should say letting my babes and me See that? Letting me would be without this, right? So even when we have it, we still want to keep this as me and not as I. That's it for today. I hope you guys liked that episode of Celebrity Grammar. If so, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and watch more videos. The other thing that I'll say is if you happen to be a high school student and you're taking the ACT, I recommend that you go to our website, SupertutorTV.com. We have lots of awesome help for the ACT test, including grammar and things like math and science and all the rest of the tests too. So if that's you, check out SupertutorTV.com, and I will see everybody next time on Super Tutor TV. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye-bye.